MPP rep no enso ebeba nti first time I met you Tuesday saying good morning Nakwaba.
Good morning Miniaba.
Bibia boko die. E da nyame ase. Nti yen hwe yen first issue of our no ni hwe ka. Fani nyina hwe fridge.
Da be on come asem kakra.
Of our time ko.
Oh, madam for beer ono so wa dan for ha. Am kan so ka ba bi no. E be na year on the 5th year.
O wadam for ha.
O control room.
Okay.
Michael Yauche nti
Dani adam for no. Okay.
That's the only thing I will say. I mean.
Na adam for no na be gina ha no.
So the one I know, the one I know, no, it's not this one.
Enya Dania. Okay.
But the other ones.
Body.
The other ones I'm working on. It's in the topic.
It's in the topic. Great. Intending ye beko ye first topic in it. So ye cast ye quantia galamsey na ya boy kwaye no ho ban na government na Ghana enya achede we grants into ya achede $30 million every UAE aban ho United Arab Emirates aban ho num say yemfa nhwe ne yemfa enkra kwaye no ne Alan enso bosha wa hye so no de ewunya kwa betina Ghana abanwa so a nani so ade hunu pa ode be kwantia galamsey nya se obaye no se kokwasa mfonsene bia o so ya how na no prekope ama Ghana for ade hu nti wo the 10-point plan aba mebobo sa plans ni bi so e de atwewo na ejamensa ete wo saying
yo me dey about me chawo tea for
okay
and Anopay. I think so for the past few weeks we've been grappling with this galamsey issue. Now we all agree the kind of crisis this galamsey menace a posy a chair. My member the UK High Commissioner Basso last week they put a program together to look at the security implications of galamsey and its adverse effect on the environment. Peduase Valley Hotel. A number of the stakeholders were present, including the political parties, and I think after the program, a number of them made some commitments. We are expecting them to follow suit when they assume government. The crisis on our hand, it has no political colors. Yinsua essay, a ma omo mofra record serious deformities.
Okay.
And found deformities ni by a musase we NPP ni and now we NDC ni. ENRA, Ghana Water Company, issued new increment in the utility fees for water. And that is because their cost of production have gone up because of the level of pollution of our water bodies. Sa bill na eba no ebusa se we MPP ni and now we NDC ni ansa na wetua. Until we are reeling from the adverse effect of this galamsey. Na enche emabunu eti omungu mountain so ye demonstration kakra editia galamsey ho sansemi. Yenyina yenim ni eko wieye Samra Mino Kase, a number of them are serving remand incarceration because of that demonstration. Over the weekend, the GJA president had cause to call on the president, Eni Abanyina, to take a very decisive action on galamsey. Osa making a very passionate appeal for Abany to release the young people who were arrested during the galamsey protest. It is very, very noteworthy, say, even at that ceremony, when Oman Penyin had a chance to speak to journalists and to citizens, he never made mention or even commented on the subject matter. So today, I am extremely worried, or let me say, we cannot celebrate because yeye tie krom ha UAE aban on no desert. Only any freshwater body, only forest bia. Ono po ehunu forest ho faso. Ehunu say forest there, it play a very important role in the survival of citizens. Now but on when yebi inti I was say a forest a war amanone ni kura hodo so e bo ho ban ono akukuru $30 million e dia brel say je na for bo wo kwaye ho ban je na fa no magu akwan mu na fa stop galamsey. I think they are very shameful. Say on my on desert on po nim insuo ho faso say insuo ye bo ho ban na wo a wote insuo wote forest mu obi bia ye kama na wotu ogu forest ni so na wo say no na agisi obi on free desert so na be catch us be gisika na fa ko bo forest ho ban.
But by climate change affecting one part of the world and a bit more crowd so contributed to the climate change more than countries be. Say these countries, advanced countries as we call them, no, are contributing more to climate change, you know, essence you for me. Inti onwa say Dubai ne and I say UAE ne who say by ni no industrialization no any manufacturing now hold no air contributed to climate change inti or supporting we contribute less but we suffer as much as they do.
In fact, any UAE aban kwa the International Union for the Conservation of Nature.
Okay.
We have, in fact, your global projects. In fact, you say Oko EU, they have the ESG, environmental sustainability governance. They all vote money. In fact, most of our environmental strategies is the World Bank that votes money. Okay. You can't say the UAE aban no any abone. But sebi. So we say unsu, we poison unsu with cyanide. The direct effect is not on the people of UAE. It be affected one ma, what pay for more Ghana ha. Say effect be quite how big do UAE for no so it be adachi be in the global concept of schemes. Any bit may affect you more. But the direct effect, no citizens so. And that should tell you that you must take decisive action. Ebio enano mitie NPP member of parliament be a friend of Dr. Ayu or the chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health.
Okay.
Na omeki statement to say galamsey no mu nyai ne china. Na NDC for na akofa nkofo abegu nsuo num e2 galamsey ese no said be ya ombe ban ne galamsey. But omon ban galamsey ne nenga o make his statement no yente say aban abe dissociate itself from that comment, and he's a member of parliament, a chairman of a parliamentary select committee of health. And as we speak, we are taking his comment as a position of the government, a binding position. No.
Oh, but on your lands minister and on your cabinet minister.
But lands minister is a kasama buying. A chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health.
So you're more of the legislature than the executive.
That's it. When your friend is saying executive for one kasama friends are buying. Sometimes when you're in peace, mom better than kasama buying.
Sure. Or kasa or campaign platform so say yeah government function biasi and kayebeka say government position.
But okasa and on kasa ma banya. Say some make it ka banya issue statement say nsem na ye kan ye. even though you nipa de ba ye ne nya adwene nti yan aban no ye twe ho free ho.
I see.
Say mu YouTube before we bedina no kasa asem na say asem no mo ne nya adwene nya ya mo twem ho free nsema nipa ne ka no me boa. Just to protect your reputation. It is aban ne adwene say asem a man yi e kan ye ne nya adwene. What he's saying does not reflect our position as Abaya. Abaya would have come out strongly to issue a statement. And I said the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources said, "Ordinam Dubai GGSK." And Kawabe catch Abaya say, "Oh, Ghana for so, me kojiska be environment ni ba sama okan ne ne nyadwene." So, question Yebisa say, what is going to happen to this $30 million? If Abaya has no commitment to fight the galamsey menace, Abaya say galamsey no nyai. Or no, any 2 months ake ya ye beto aba no obe fight galamsey. Aban position no. Enti you ya ban, who could $30 million the ma aban na obe chedi. On find 2 galamsey ase because or no was 2 months ake. One any 2 months ake no di be 2 galamsey ase. So enti sa nipa we or your member Okano in the Western region on a campaign.
Why me kind?
Dr. Ayu.
Oh, okay. Need the national region, but said I woke up or seeing it 2 months. I cannot be 2 galamsey.
What you tape? The video is there. I'm sure your producers have the video. I'm saying you 2 or see any 2 months. Okay, I better about no be 2 galamsey. I'm fight galamsey. I'm mako lose elections in the galamsey areas.
I see.
And you know, woman $30 million. $30 million. You almost got 1.2 galamsey. And I say, you see, but. For me, the most concern
30 million we know for forest conservation.
Now, say conserve forest will be 2 galamsey.
Climate change conferences no more call in Dubai, any Egypt, the entity finalizing it, you know, and no more decide.
Which of the forest now? EI 4262 say will be to me 2 galamsey or the same forest near this $30 million we call buy. Forest na AI 144. Ama ho kwan man kofo they say ekukuru excavators. Edi wura forest wo kutu galamsey. Is that the same forest they're going to use the $30 million to protect? So I mean, you say we try to okachema na oya. Onwe nambia. You cannot be playing the ostrich. Untimin that will be. But for me, the most concerning part of that statement they say was the person, the caliber of person making the statement. One, I'm told that man is a medical doctor. And I have called NRA on a number of platforms on the Medical and Dental Council to revoke the guy's license. Because as a medical practitioner who should be concerned about insua among for nom aye polluting so with cyanide and mercury. Now as a member, as a practitioner, into a political platform, so and I said, what were professional competencies at watching and answer them? And this person, has to be removed as chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. He doesn't have the capacity to be. Because what should I say? Even though he's a trained practitioner, he's not a professional. He cannot put his political leanings aside and to allow his professional competencies to take good reason. You know, but I am still concerned about the commitment from Aban. Even when DGA president, you know, and a number of people have come out, they are not president who are full DGA president. So I can galamsey asem. Openly showing discontent. Oh, many of us. Say one video.
Oh, so Obi Kasa said you be aye na
ni video no yete. You nyina you share video.
Yete ana ye.
Yete nsema na wo ka kire no.
Okay.
Ka kire ne sensemfo be no no. So obi na me be ka oh, ko de ko tie tape no be hu. Sensemfo be no no. Na obi na una be ka kire me ko tu galamsey ase.
Oh, that's
what he said. Ude ko tie tape no be hu.
Okay.
You know, and so this is the person who is still the president for the next 2 months. Into kukuru we are sisike nyina de man kra na. We are still going to be where we are. Galamsey no ebeko so 2 months aka there. Omo madwen say omo tu omo last. Yensu no omo say no Ghana for you betua more for water, more for electricity. They don't care.
Okay.
But
thank you.
I just want to end on the note. Sir, Yes, they are buying. Protesters for no much. We continue to increase our call for them to release these protesters. It is continued to become a serious embarrassment and an indictment on the reputation of Ghana. Anka Ghana di anka upper sub region ha na ope amamaya anka rule of law ye adwuma and I say more respect ye in terms of protection of fundamental human rights. Ghana ye can't be. And when you have a human rights lawyer being the president, we cannot continue. In fact, last week...
Why were the protesters arrested?
I wasn't at the protest. But you see, Menka say protesters no, okay. That is not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying, say, if somebody has violated the law, you don't punish the person.
Okay.
But
so police
but the Supreme Court
they are arrested, not say Oma demonstrating, Oma protesting, but for specific offenses.
Okay, and the Supreme Court has said, confirmed in time and number in the case of Martin Kpegu and Attorney General that every offense is a bailable offense.
Conclusions also
including murder.
Conclusions also
every offense is a bailable offense,
subject to the discretion of the judge.
And the Constitution say, the same Constitution say, discretionary powers should not be used arbitrarily and capriciously.
Until now you are talking non-bailable offense, and it's a bonibia edo kokota wo ho kwan sie ma obe emum otemmuafo no tie dwemu and obegina ni timi so obechasa obema ana omma
but no there were factors.
Okay,
there were a number of factors and as a element judges ejina so edema bail.
Okay,
one say nipa no onye flight risk. One when say nipa no the people are willing and able to appear before the court and stand trial. Me who which of the element for bail these people did not satisfy and the judge and say according to their discretion they will not grant them bail. Okay. And bail should not be used as a form of punishment. Unim say criminal jurisprudence and say you are innocent. The law assumes that you are innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction or convicted.
Yeah.
And nipa na say what accusing of an offense. The law assumes the person is innocent. But what punishing you for 2 weeks in cells? You already punished the person before even the person facing trial. And to say
what punishing
now it will be 2 cells for Roman will be for 2 weeks. Is it not a form of punishment?
And no,
you've taken away the person's freedom.
14 days of remand allowed. That's the maximum.
That's what I'm saying, sir. You look at the offense, and all the offenses people have been charged with are misdemeanor.
Okay.
Misdemeanor offenses, Krano. Maximum, say, the convictua, the maximum sentence is 3 years in prison. Most of them, misdemeanor offenses, are fines.
Okay.
They be fine, okay. Okay. Until you find say, Udi say new yin. They find say, Sabi, Udi for Krana say, the punishment a fine of let's say 1,000 penalty units, Krana. No, will be fine. Already, what they can punish you for 2 weeks to be in cells. That is the high-handedness of the things we are talking about.
All right.
It doesn't speak well for our democracy. It doesn't speak well for the protection of rule of law. It doesn't speak well for the fight against galamsey. And I think, say, it is high time. And I'm happy, especially the Ghanaians at the UN General Assembly, a number of them have come out very strongly to demonstrate against such high-handedness. And we continue to call on Ghanaians to continue to speak up against this impunity.
Thank you. Ofaya members okay ya for na itu nti afi ofaya duma ko be fi represent NPP watenase. Ofaya kwaba.
Mejo so vai ma.
Bibi aboko.
Onyame krai.
Ede nyame ase. Ofaya sanita no
yenko. So menchie menua no.
Okay.
Menua asanita ndo de etahia.
Okay.
Na menua de metamie no. Adopa fifra ate no pa de. Edio. No kraso ye ba ko pe. Anyway, bedroom is position prograni.
You want more late dada. Into your fire sanita no ye.
Intimidate late as Malcolm Beviana.
Me too overlate to them young photo. It's your fire sanitano. Let's go.
Yes, I mentioned ahwefo na tiefo nyina.
All right.
Na agbesi segbefia. Ne squad ni nyina mhyiam.
Agbesi segbefia.
Remind me of one DC Kwachi. Kwame Nkrumah no fi oda ho baby.
Ofi oda.
Enti ono de sebe em se classroom yesese won si ho se de ban. Enti brofo bia wo improvise. Enti se Nkrumah suma na se onkosi na nemu se bia
o time ni na o de be kan DC kwam kacha se.
No. Okay. Yenko bia adwuma bia no a o say I cannot division myself into two. And I said, Kwame Nkrumah cannot division himself into twice. That is why he has sent me to stand in his leg. So I stand in his leg to open this pipe. Ta 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 ta. And I know say be a program say no balita was the late DC Kwachi. I don't know idea.
Kwame Kwachi asma working. Professor Kwesi Yanka, the book ba ko a watwe literacy and governance.
Yes.
Problem are you facing or may money say, yeah, the brofu ya juma do. Kwame Kwachi any abenati na yakrobodu say. O ma che dan ko school. But the linguistic prowess are no mutimi exhibit no. Se unya da jina kenkan book na amanyofo ni mebre no ano how to speak to the common people, do you understand it? Into your chronicle in small kind, I should have brought the book here. Subsequently, I'll bring it.
All right, thank you.
See, Omoye Wagadre, Omoye Naibe.
Oh, yeah, young course.
See how she's performing.
But school, no, a teacher.
Yes, but Nkrofo fee said brofone, you know, God no more dinner, and he said on table for to make camera. But
some I mean, no camera.
Oh, yes, but I mean, generally, that is what
she said. Generally,
that is what.
No, you need to feel right.
My boss,
but what the fish is on.
Yes, my boss, very, very critical issue. I would be able to abonte. Regards galamsey. Now me fast galamsey say
and forest conservation.
Exactly. Na mabo se hwe akontombra for me ankasa me peswa so.
Hey, answer my.
So for me chiemo mkreti. Titi akontombra for mrande bobo akontombra me chiemo mkreti. Akontombra mrante akire se the power lies in our hands. Too many cry e betumi dey stop galamsey.
Amoye.
Me kai pa say time galamsey menace no ebeye serious wo mem ha. Now it has gone to west. It was serious then, but now it's west. Ebeye serious no. Those who were holding licenses, small scale miners no. Omo kan kira adban we say jai kona mayen na ye betumi atu ase because ye na ye adwuma ye na nim nkrofo ombe wurowure mu e de yes ano monti ye betumi atu ase aban we am pamua. Ana sisi a atu atese. Akontomra mrantie no etisi kwaye mu se ye mammo emma bese ye kwaye ene yesu wanso a to the point say nkrofo mo koto mo ho twintuo na so hwe wo bebo metuo wo minimo ye nyina na ye fi ha wo bebo metuo you dare not ye base ye ba be stop no to tuo no and they were able to stop them. This is what we have to do. Yes I him for matra ho mansu so assess awie no afi na mo se mo be
no emfa chaos emma.
You see, if this government is not ready to declare state of emergency, the youth, Mebrun bet me declare one castle state of emergency.
And I mean, besides, the
Bamra. Yes, at the Bamra. Because we cannot sit down. Now your forest, you are no. Nina accept to the point says, see, a punimo so a kogum. Into me, boy, contombra, Rantana Basu, papa, says you are contombra. And I'm asking and I'm urging. All communities are here to go to say omombrante no entinsim because you see the so-called gold are here to know, especially the community mining. What the community what yen yeti abonte it satisfy only a few people. By beba this time abo mo abaso awie no na ye ba the menace of galamsey any who forest conservation in normal. Sister ya.
Yeah.
I feel sad for this country. Na me sad na me feeling no me fan hye baby a owura ala say ono so galamsey asemtini nyina ye de bom
ana na ebom
yes
unti kra na ya chiche mamu hu ni ye said the major topic is this subheading
o kan say minti kra say me aya minti bro for na say proper
debi ana uti wa mama nka we oh pacho me to me kasa che wa da ma
the etienne say
ana say unti kra ni bi ana we experience galamsey what to be
you see sister ya forgive me, but I have never spoken too well about Alan and the party. And yes, I will know in person.
Okay.
But the breakaway,
new movement, in the breakaway. Yeah.
Why? Because yes, Metapa say. You see, Alan cannot claim to be different from the current NPP. Never. Sanke Kobane say Alan if I want joining the second tenure of office we might have some differentials, but no can too much.
Okay.
But you see, 10-point agenda no dear banner so the Japadia documents, as we some of us believe say are true no. They stated on page 10, almost say all licenses issued on or after 1st July 2016 are null and void. Affected entities should contact the Interministerial Committee from 14th January 2019 for further your friend is saying whatever it is that they wanted to do. Right? The NPP license is it the same? Is it different from what a rural say about he has the blueprint, but can't say per se they should reapply. Say what happened from page 9 to 20 is full of the issue of gold. So there was the need for them to take over the gold value chain, and that Nkrofonia ba galamsey na nka munye sika free me de ekura party no Nkrofonia ba ho media na take center stage ena ama obia ba bia agentre ha entie momo no omo be find more legal means to
sign document who can make many answer because for once I said that Senka president Ankoka one responded to it. I mean no krana ninkrofone be bashimi. Say I just feel like it is a faceless document. Don't give it substance. Me money in your grounds. See I what my working now. I say what for everything in that document in who client Senka. Documents are ye nim ni author ni ehu ni source. Ye betum di mo asema ye adwuma sa.
Yes say offer book be novel and as a storybook. Sometimes you have a far na a training and name in attitude. Author and so to me redeem money. Right?
Read the Uko school no. Ever catch us way on your authority. And I said to say yeah ma project na Ukofa say social media bibia me lecturer cause say and who is the authority for this one now say I read for say you read from social media you think it is enough authority state your source so fire
say I know per se I know
they be batampa because as I say ye bibia so be far e be kasa ade we ya ade edimu let me gina so they can asem for a fact won say who can asem no si ubo ka say omusi say ti say e bia ya ban policy bi and answer ti say bia ngoma papa bi da wo ngoma ye nim ni a otworo
enye aban policy na na do danko akufuado allegedly omo policy
so you see now the allegedly abeshe
na
see betimi afamu bibia
nti wo ka say sabe nti na papa yanso woto no wo se suro nipa na gya sama na church owebu a ghost couldn't have written these things no matter where it came from a nipa and a troye nipa na so troye from the time you try around 2012 or abesi everything is happening. So I mean what are we talking about? This document I believe in it 1000%. Yes, everything in it has happened. The gold value chain, oil and gas value chain, everything they have conquered it. Unfortunately, and your MPP for benefit. Just a group of family and friends. And they managed to use people, and the people they claim they will use them, they have indeed used them. Right? And the galamsey no ye can. What the shame in finding a more legal means no was the means.
You continue from where you left
off. Of course, was the means to go and buy what we describe as gold catchers. To be very honest, gold catchers no, would have been the best means. You bet to make the ahuru gold near maximum quantity of film. I mean, close to or more than 90% of film. Not just say, extraction, no, you get value for money.
Okay.
your koto gold catchers number. I assume say gold catchers will be in the bottom scan of koto the taxpayers' money and no koto and no share community mining for no asset. Yembisa say where are the gold catchers and which companies have them? As we speak, it is this community mining and number share galamsey in Mukina. And in almost every river has been affected in this country. But let me sound this note of caution to the so-called foreign donors or partners. That this $30 million that is coming from the United Arab Emirates, I'm telling you, if anybody is listening from the embassy of the United Arab Emirates, if we have one here, this money is going to be squandered by this particular government. We are in an election year. Did you read our forest issues before agreeing to give this money to this country? I am telling you that these monies will be used for elections. You better don't release it. In the sense that we've gotten different kinds of grants and monies, loans, etc. to fight. So, in fact, Ghanaian taxpayers used their money. And the military went into the forest. They couldn't stop galamsey. Why? Because any time they destroyed our forest reserves and our river bodies, and they caught the people, the military people caught the corporates. The government of the day appointees will call the military or those who are under that operation to release them. I want to talk to the United Arab Emirates.
I see.
Don't release these monies. I'm telling you. We have had enough of monies coming in and people siphoning the monies into their pockets for their own parochial interest and benefits.
Oh wow, my.
No money be sink. Na say yensu ni be ye clean a. Ye ho beto ye se ye benum supa. Omo wasika omo beto nsu no men kan ho bi. Those who bring say omo apprentice no. Omo tukwan no omo ba, omo di nsuo ni dua ne bi mu fie broche eba ebedi ayen yete ha no ye de yenkwa ne yenum nsuo no yenhu videos ahoro nkrofo nsuo omo no ya cheche yenhu se nkrofo abegina bonten ka se nsuo we ne ye de ya acheke ene banku ne noma as omo ase no Tano River is gone pra brim etc. ye ni tria pa enrechi ohene bi nkoka mienti a nsuo na nsase na omo ase no obeye reclamation omo wie ombeje asase na fi akuyafo ne nsem anase wo ye galamsey wasase so nsem an environmentalist yo hene na wo kan we no ye na woni ho wa twa me ya se na wi ansa na wo so ba be reclamation na waji asase na fi akuyafo ne nsem sesa ya ye no ye ho ye sere doctor ya se mo ko kan ye ya owura as Mr. Thompson na wo kan wa ba bontia be refi to say your sister station TV3 cut and pasted the stories and omodiaba. Matie the full tape no no ankase beto abonten no. Everything that was pieced or not pieced the beto abonten before no. It was sad speech in him. Okay. Now sanka no kresa se wa to me identify say NDC4 and CPP4 and akofa Burkina Base ne Benenoise ne ho mo edi aba na omoye galamsey no mo banso a they direct them specifically to go into the river bodies and you sanka ya solve problem na wie once you know that it is NDC people and no makofa foreigners aba no mo banso they instruct them that go and mine in the rivers no sanka ya solve asem na wie. Why don't we arrest those NDC for no makofa sanko for buy na fenso no why don't we tackle it from the source. Galamsey sister yesika ya send media attention na galamsey nya wo memo ha sanka yesi ebe so alwanka simple o mampani enne ne nkofo na cause they are not deep into the galamsey the government of the day men can say NDC abla so there was no galamsey but we can also attest to the fact to say under NDC no river had been polluted the way we see it today. In fact before Rollins came krada galamsey wo one when the video bi na Rollins video bi na na wagada nkurasi phobia na okokrobi so no mo kasa wo kan say gold na mutu ana maye masmogel afen so matise police fo na nkrofo se bo obiem bo na so membo obiem na when the kwasa se na se kotuba those into before Rollins before Kwame Nkrumah na galamsey ewo ho but did we use it to destroy our river bodies as we see from 2019 Abedu Samre? And you have the guest as a member of the a representative of this committee in Parliament on health. We are doctor. na wa be kasa nsuo no hye ase say just last month na wo nkrofo na no wa gada omo ho a wo no omo kasa wo kan tire say nsuo no enye bosum ya na what would they take you for a whole MP wo nye MP keke wo ye doctor wo also represent on health wo parliament now ko gina bontia kasa asem asem kese just say they are not ready now we say table pin so beto abonti me share fi a critical point critical issues na obi voice all can say e kono nko a ankasa pressure na enrechi aba na do so na government say galamsey no mo intervene no emma omo nyo omo adwe so omo dem krofo be kwa stop no omo ko stop ade mu aka bosom ba miensa pa ne yakoto aba yanhwe ye ne de nkofo kogu ha omo be lose election no na nka yantu wie na nhye bi wo ho na omo ayehye na sisi ade ensuo na say dada obi nso owo parliament we are not don pray to me gina parliament e can say momo say ensuo no chenye look at all these people and they are in parliament oh they are not just in parliament but they hold key positions these people have no they don't care about the rest of us oh hwankrofo omonum su boni ewo all these areas will be a piper na ensuo na fimu ba na techenko you are telling us say you don't have any antidote to it as a government and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. First of all, you say, yeti omugu first no. What happened? Didn't they start doing the work? Go the musizi, cash or musizi, and crofre what happened to the people?
Thank you.
Me born upon Aisha one when they can't say, see ye jelino, ye loans are according to your home battery, into your man and co. And watch your coach Chinese 4 and 9. Ghana form you know. Ye do court. Ye remand you the next time I saw more appeal court no. Prosecutors no can judge and say Chinese for no more prison custody until you are cremated woman. So I mean not hayati woman can. Into this galamsey, if Alan can say 10 points agenda, I will stop this, put moratorium on it, so. Now do I hear the same thing? He put a moratorium on it for almost 2 years. 2 years, no, they use it to coach their own way of going into the rivers to destroy our river body. Into Nanado and his people, Nanado has the power to stop it, but he is not ready. It is unless any macra can be. And I'm saying, say, until say this party, and I said that Nanado and Kasa will be kicked out of government. No, this galamsey thing can never be stopped. But those who are in it, be careful. Something is coming, and when that time comes, accountability will be the point of order.
Thank you. Overall,
thank you. Me da CP. Ma menchia atifo ni ahwefo na twedi amponse so de nkwanso de amaye na UTV adwumayefo nso so yemu nyina abaso ni akra ayehwem na se ne me no achata de kro ira kwam despite ni oforisa pon any father Dixon dua na ma ahoma hunu soro kan pe mi ni ata de nko bi mu ho no ne ho aye fe mensa na ho design asante de hye na ebedi nkomo ye pon a Minia Sani. Minia, the radiasi, and pay ya ba, ye be church or mino, and near Mahudua ecoso. Now, ya near Tad, ya been ecosia maniofoso, near about corruption. But me, as a media practitioner and as a public relations person, dear Kakra mechanic say, Adia e how mine kesie, misinformation and disinformation. The worst form of pollution. Misinformation and disinformation. I really enjoy the way you have a program na no pay no. Many ashia no misinformation about can say onamo jijisika as if say emfabra kwan so and you gave the source the intra for forest conservation. There tosu mienu or say ontimi mfa 3 months entimi nye. Onu kwa de or say a president he nailed it directly. And I mean, your mere kasa ko benkrum, or no so will be more kaye. Intia for muntie. Nipa me no wafa no. Wo mo asem we sisi mono amonye eyifo. There tosu
kasa no so kire say president no any good will no. Nti kasa no ni omunnyina so evidence nti omode kasa onye.
Obahima, ne mom yentimi nkoka president say 3 months de onye. What ne ena minue ya so kasa obi mom wote no video so na video ni nipa no
enye obi keke obi a wo hu ne se owo party na e wo power ni mu
meba o nipa wo se obi na kokae fa ye mfe no nto de toso bi no minue kae ni se na okasa ye no GJ president kasa ye no e ma ban no bu free e no gina wo ka Jesus Christ e na ho na recording no emmoa ye koya nim ni nyina no ye mmomodna say public speaking no eye image enti se udi ntro ba ko mienu miensa ekwa nim aba so we dey to na sawram enti enum bi no kane na ne enimu a ye wura ma egusu ko school we are giving branding. I was not expecting that from my brother because I revere him. There are certain areas I meet you know despite seeing
now one video no
video
no see there is a video
what that video ben asemwa otrofo no se me dance ni wa bruchire me anopa me ben no de meka no ma prepare ohun krata egua ne de wo fom wonom na emomu ka wie na ase efiri hifa on funny phone no be sending fama no eba ebia na minim de to so bio ade on so kan ye mwanwan say a free year member of parliament and by virtue of that no kasama president minia saa same we de nka o man kura bi kokan ya enye o stature mensa Thompson obi a wako animo sa interest a o kan kubu ahin 2020 election na mo na mu nkurase e ka say mo nkoso ntu no ye rama ma na man kokan meboa no a deputy communications director
enti Dr. Nana UFE kasa no party no and government action who free one
Nana I'm not here to dissociate and answer me confirm me asem ade atu me wie no atiefo bi hunu na mame ntoaso obahima odie no eto ngen a owie ye no san aka bio say what is saying wo mo adu om atomo no inia Ghana is not a lawless state na mensa so we fear President Kofo everybody respects him ya check na Japan ya wo kasa kokko na atia bantiaba ne nkumuba President Mama Den vice unim de oka kire no with all respect was so cheeky and saucy and the response wasn't anything o we for say no ahwe odie e no wira fi wo betena akasa asem no o my ben so it is a no me man reference I will not say that I will not endorse that say kwanya o fa so no say ade a enye papa me my demonstration bia President Akufo-Addo aye bida ye ne atete anyo bia aye bida na mbom obahima civilized situation say country ben sanye British state say police for police yi to maintain pinu akotuniki nu ato atwene achechede penmo jadodo aye frem na ye na demonstration legitimately no omo ya me na ye nyanke bedi omo achi enti omo ni legitimate ya ma legitimate grounds no but you have abused it now then let me demonstrate me legitimate yi ni say me nsama ni say but it ends as where me nua hwene ewo they abused it we should condemn that one.
But obi a wakasa bia condemn so omo anya ade
me nua yi kasa yi so amfo nani amane ho a de o ye no
one condemn me
oh me nua I didn't hear you and he was too emotional.
I see
what you say but what you no to nchen ya mra me nua yi so Asando me nua Asando I'm highly disappointed this morning. Sikana mode ba no wo mode ba ye election no minia say unsman kan nyina wa me ehunu say ni bre e na wode ye saade no enso bia no wasma wo kan na ba wo mu say sika o mo koje no forest conservation
ni bre hwan
nani abre ni sika na e ba no
aneska na e ba ankwankwa bi botom
me da say enti ade no ka say election tra
o mani ni
na say election so enti
ya ne ye bi aban na da da o catalogi bi
say election so enti dia ene ye dey ba dia ye mfa me gudem ani bo kotrim enti maame no wo makola ana wo kan hye no say election tin ye dey ba eno kura no benya sika ni bia to no botom but e so task specific say mfa conservation na ukro ya dani anoma kokone o si ye nkwa ye sei ye nyi sika me ye na utena ha na me nua ka se mo se ya e ya mom ye hwe reputation ye again
obeka say o party a okasa ma sisi omo no mo ya aban omatu anamompa e de aboye kwaye ho ban ama galamsey ni so
ye tu anamompa na nwie peye ye wie peye me anamo wa ye sha ase etu ye ne duru ba bi me ka asem ni bi e ma me nya ho asem na enso so no ene no I stand vindicated me wie no me kira mo de to so bi abi nua san e ko kan ni say nanadoma me sremo so bi ya na manyosem a momfa manfo manto nchen me nua wo ma me wo ma nan President Kufoma ya twi omo abo so a mama ya twi omo abo so a Akufo-Addo ma ya twi omo abo so a Akufo-Addo is a responsible person a sanya manyosem a no ahwe ni ma so omo ye galamsey no amo asem na de eyesa na emoa oban ma me anopa mi wa ha yi no na me free see any opportunity say we should educate. Inti I wouldn't have gone the kind.
There is no smoke without fire. Inti omo allege no ye mo improve moment rather say be ka say nko fa asem mekanem
the essence of journalism, the essence of public discourse. We don't hold how do you call it, hang things in suspense. Utu mira chiri sia utu nso. Eno ne yese beku idi fatna kono. Na oba ne yekeka ne yeka bia kam fiti yam sia sanita do ni baby ofriba. Wokun nipa. Yes, there's no smoke without fire. There's a limit to that.
I'm saying that enti embusa omo prove nti a that allegation.
Obama galamsey issue ya ebe. Yempe I've done copious research on the environment. Hwe mamen kan eyi kakrai. Wa dwene ho se Obama. Onyame bo ade no. Me nyame wo kwan so obedi kan abonipa. Ana meboa. But onyame ebo what they saying nsuo ene kwaye. Onyame nyansan mu no. Because no amba na nipa boy ye ne a ebia yentimi survival because yenim kra fundamentally no we need oxygen na yenso ya mo carbon dioxide so there is a correlation between ye no omo onyame nyansam onim se ehia sase se ebetimi da yefuo onyame nyansam onim se ehia nsupa e benom enne ahwehwemu a kire se wotwa adwene a eda yentrimu no a the brain is just 3% of a. Nanso so no me no kase no it takes about 20% of oxygen. Research bi am ye say by 2020 ya nhwe the way AC ko wiase nyina no a ye de fidie and ye de be home ye mframa so na ye ko ni saying enti some of us we condemn it in no uncertain terms but idea ba kun so e fini say when we talk of pollution ya na adwena kosi eno nko aso your food pollution ahwode ye de ye no ye mfanye your air pollution, your water pollution, your noise pollution, your land pollution, and environmental pollution. And the stress, any depression, e cause no. Nyaminya nsem no oboyen e ma example enfantran fie.
Sisiano, omo fight gala no mu emfa de wakeka nyina nka ho ansa na fight na e complete.
Obahima, ni nyina no ehyemu kena. Me no eye advocacy. E ba ya se Ghana for no ebinum dodo no ano we are reactive instead of being proactive. Media strategy dey do be mo tedrai TUC for masori they were part of then mo tedrai enti say ade an say ya say guye nyina yetiri so kakra mesre ni say approach na dey kro no obahima yamfa sojafo anko minia asani wanka yamfa sojafo anko what happened yet wo mo ko dia chia ni say enka UTV ya Ghana obie hwei na ya fa ensu ahodo a ewo Holland ewo America ewo Europe nkuro no so ne ya de ato so ne ya hwe River Tunnel enipa hunu a ebeboa number 1 advocacy number 2 was set yen extracurricular activities any impokra no yen syllabus ahodo right from KG no yen mo the importance the essence of environment and its effect when it is destroyed. After they are no than 10 adwuma we na wose yekono we need the religious so yen 7-day Adventist ya woman mebre ho no mu a you've written them through EG Wide about the environment Roman for so what that you know na se washo atade na fia da wakotena se na chief mam ka kire se otumfo nyankopon obo ewiase de mayese me asudifo enne yadane asaifo a ye mbehyew se me kwasore homeda na sore pani begina ho sofo begina no ka madwene mienu kwasi adafo nso so kwa
I like your advocacy now o che ye nyina obi awaso
we all have but my friends in every yes
leadership
yes
any course
decides everything obahima we be
there any leadership and so steps I will take here ebema yen ayaka various groups any mpankra wabobodi no obi anso de opepa ne ahokeka aye ne famudie
me da CP meba ye no so leadership decides eno de achinye bia ne ho na so obi nim so obi kire but I will still come to that point there toso biem NGO for no so no they should be part and no be no obi akote NGO bi no ade gisika bi ene ade so omo nyina if they gear their thought their attention towards say conservation of environment and so beboa menia election there your IPAC anamebo ana mensa ye ni IPAC o no so we come to that adentina send your approach you know and I'm very happy President Mama he said something Emra ne personal galamsey no agye aguo no. Asmo kan December 18, 2011. Tie Vice President, let us fight galamsey holistically. Let us all stop the blame game as to who was encouraging or not encouraging galamsey operations on our lands and forge ahead to fight the canker. And then this is for, do they respect President Mama? And I quote him. Let me repeat it. A year December 2011, and I quote 18th. Let us all stop the blame game as to who was encouraging or not encouraging galamsey operations on our lands and forge ahead to fight the canker. Mama yenyina yankambom yenya so benti anaso mesine ye ne fight. And then the court de ne bodwe. Enti mu wura free sa asem no mensa. Enti anopa really me no I make sure say I'm consistent with Otabaumie say because I trust him and I know said you can be anto no nyame adom wo ye nipa de na so he walk the talk. Enti mu nipa pani a ono san mo running mate no ka we na betna na wo person won so we go otherwise. Do you respect our president? Enti atiefu amoto aba no so on one crime and president running mate vote of no confidence
running mate and a flag bearer.
A flag bearer.
Okay.
Maybe there. Me jimpani mfodi. Na dia no so ye tena se ye dwene ne aka. Enti me tena se to go contrary. Afi oban ma so dia no so
unfortunately bonepo na yenko.
Me da say.
Yes.
Traditional rulers. Ya dia nyina na sa tu. Na nse ya santimam wo sha ase wo ya ne ya tu no fa galamsey ho no. E di hu beto obi so. They wield immense influence. Some year no so beboa. Afi dia no dan chen say minua no anya tie ya. Obi a on the field of study and expertise. Nemo no say ba environment ni ade na ebi anim sa anim de no. Enti nkaduru sa abre we say no University of Ghana, KNUST, all over the place. Yemfa experts no. Ade ba kwa me de hu ya say obahima ade a eye technical no. Na amanyosem ni abetna NDC MPP. Ye wi a wan hwe yi a se nyame amwa ye bata kenkan ya and of course twa ne se ye mata kenkan ti. Na nipa na ba yakeka na oka bie se wetre sam ba ye mo ba and yafa wo mo environmentalist yafa clinicians any ade no obi e ka the impact any the way animu a obahima I believe in the advocacy
and some will last
and finally
NCC the time until NCC be born the
yes.
But all this suggestion are women
yes
na che say yen na ye ka boma kokon no na sa approach mudi hin na ban use ye and time aban ka say wo ko gala no approach be no dey ko a afei na wo be kire ye everybody do your part
aban wo sha ase a wo ye no wo de mo media ye a na mo so ye gatekeepers enti se nne no so obi ka say anase ya obahima the gatekeepers where have you been? Does it mean some social media na ya menu aba ka hu waja wajuma
media na tiada na
na me busa we obahima me so me busa you are the gatekeepers the fourth estate of the realm. What have you doing?
Any media na dia ade yi ba abon
na me ka tell say enu nti no say aboa no de no tu gemne ntri ya yinya na yi enti what were you doing and what are you supposed to do?
Dia wukeka ye nyina na ye hu aban ro nti that's when me ka say all other things are effect and one thing decision a leadership decision but umema responsibility ye hu aban responsibility is so immense anya hwekra no woni media no integrity na sesabi kokromote nsa ho mopo so do wasem to media they are the gatekeepers and into na banya do shake but the point I'm stressing is say me from the word go on my penisha say ye soldiers near the ade no kono I stood on my ground say it will be a failure yemfa media or the saying advocacy all right
because nipa ade ba ko fundamentally slow any change but change is constant obia no aduane ukotu a eyasem nanso so mani hu na obehunu yie pa say aduane na emom dia aka no so me wie kura no ni ampese me kan say afri yasem a okaye no me no ibia de ha me kakra eni say yesi ye de NDC fo abegua NDC fo do abegua na immigration fo no wo henefa na soldiers o mu gada e border no wo henefa nanso me nua no wo ye me nua pa wo ye me MP e wa fijase ascory na sem na wo kan say we should draw a clear dichotomy between galamseyers and small scale miners. Adia yenuanom TUC for near the adiken. Ya keni nyina dia bom. Who are the small scale miners and the galamseyers?
TUC for say small scale say galamseyers so say community mining no. First things first. Muni kan ka say obi a nchen. enti declare state of emergency no mo hold on afa ye no a wo suggestion yi advocacy say ye hu say okay kwan nim say ni e dey kon afa na ne ye ba be kire say okay wo utu small scale wo de no utu ne kwampa so go and continue there be utu community mining untu ne kwampa so ye ma unto aso utu ni ye continue enti TUC say first of all
we've gone past this mampani ansa na small scale miners no bebe mu no we've gone past that say wo nya omo biam na be kasa obia legitimately no omo ye na ma memu si wasem media foi you are doing your work professionally ethically and no pen so be tugum nti e be kasa media foi ni nyina mo senkrofo adwene nti yen stop hwe asofo a mo gina o menyankopon ene mama na awini ade achi abawumia na awini ba kufu otimi gina o kasa ene de we na win ade achi ne ko win ye yen toto asonda mu TUC for the civil servants any ade no obeche oba public accounts a year yes we yakọ diska etienyu omo media de me kan de me makana no pay no the holistic approach na said the ewura mama kai no and this issue what the talk
can we thank you
yes
offer ya yenko first one no Mr. Thompson yenfa last one no IPAC meeting one thing the best standing out and two things or say NDC in find evidence of all the allegations and I say any mana abnormalities now we detecting him I think so number telecasting meeting live
Mr. Amedasi I know the member it but still offer the
who
me time
10-4
right
you have 6 minutes yes sir
presidential children of enam de mekai enso ko fa bibi fa ho say analyzing the presidential children of this country in the fourth republic can we and as you bet me atra ha e de ensase yebo say Rollins ne ma obi wa japade we o baabi ay ya tra radio so TV so aka ho nsem dadada anase yegu so kan na yembi se ye ho sasem wuyi na se wo ba owura kofo abreso a yembisa se yenya bibi enka mfa ne mba ho ase owura kofo bedi president ena ne ba etumi for consortium almost say hotel bi eben president ne fee and for one reason or the other no they took over that hotel by buying it hotel wawa apart from that we know of other issues now aba owura mills yembisa se owura mills ne ba ya tese wo japade bi wo baabi ha wo bi hotel we ana so and so ya trans ya ka ho asem radio so TV so da na yen famra John Dramani Mahama ya tese ne ma e wo japade se wo baabi enti ya trans radio so TV so aka ho asem ana ne yen fama his excellence na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo obedi president pe na ne mark for my sister's keeper and omko first commercial bank e koji sika right obedi president pe na ne ma na ye nyina ye nim ye ho enne hwom ye say tam nti ye hu de ekoso no ofase wo hu ye afen so Owura Thompson ekasa no o kasa nkan this particular thing for galamsey hu it doesn't have political colorization it has sesia no the issue of galamsey nkan ye nyina holistically the self akananka ye betu na mo no ya stop no it is politically colored in the sense that the papa ko jina simply so kan ekropo no or kala no say party bi and ekoyeye meanwhile it is your government's inability to stop it because I'm not in charge of the Ghana Armed Forces neither am I in charge of the security agencies and police for right until the only single person who has the power to stop galamsey and the president by his neck deep into it and how can he stop it emrechi NDC nibi okoka yasembi say ombe konto kwa so and so say you issue 50,000 bounty woni ti so ama yakoche no nanso memposa so sehwe no ho enkrofo abura yadua mananyini omuntwa aguo say asase ni sika wase enti aburo de ye twa agu videos omani mo police for issue bounty on their head these are the people you should be arresting nkrofo mu twa koko agu na mo de to galamsey they are the people you should be arresting not obi akọ cancel election e bai mo anya de fata say na say ene on ko chi oro to bi kwache mama ya me ba asem no so no
3 minutes
I come in 3 minutes
yes sir
asem me ba your friend is saying IPAC meetings first of all the acceptance to say be live no ye nyina ye gitum because that is the omino I believe say ye nyina ye hia na ye trans na ye hwe ye to me analyzing ye we anu free hwa the call by Electoral Commission say mistakes and I say infractions are NDC for and as other political parties no discuss. We had asked for, and I said the nation, the larger population had asked for forensic audit. I don't know, say this particular IPAC meeting, other representatives Ebeka Hwana, and I've always been asking because IPAC Makobida, media no more representatives for IPAC. It is high time the media must have a representative on the IPAC. Said the Bay ye free hoba or being called report to say because gone where the days who don't say ye quite IPAC near Poma. Electoral Commission reported different thing. CPP reported different thing. NDC reported different thing. MPP reported different thing. Those things must be a thing of the past, but ensuring say we have media representatives there. Now on this particular IPAC, who is mistakes are who are why ye nyina no wo say omonfa omodie mrada wo fanya correction anaduma na sembe no. The best thing to do is to go seriously into auditing the whole register and sana ye de akoto aba no ono mistakes no de buy no what point one case why accept to say
obetumi aye o still wo doubt no and on see okay meye media ba wo de no say the be ya wakoma beto yem na wo be hu say ampa meye na ama wanya abotoye mu no fa wo de no nso bra
nti wo gije mansadi wo gije boss masari di wo gije sam
ko na mo ye commission no
sam ko for me person mu di proposal they look say ye tran hanas ye ne wadwe sa
omudi ye oden
there be one katanti pacho nyo na ye host ye nko ofa ya koso
me ti omudi na me bo from me
ene obefi
nothing so bad because in the scheme of election, since he appointed J. Mensa, he has never done anything right.
Hey.
Never done anything right. BBO wrong. Even electoral, now, I'm not surprised. The whole world, the first time it happened in Ghana, they say you have mentioned 6 different types of election results. A real system can NPP, and the opposition or boss and can Ghana shedadada, right? I am speaking to facts and yes me PNDC assembly no but these are the realities. Now also omonfa omonno mamra na umum anka wonya correction all the errors are pointing up to you, even the recent limited registration figures are would go one kasa website. No, you're wrong. They were wrong figures until they pointed it out to you and some of them say yes they were wrong and you change them. There have been series of mistakes from day one up to this point. Now you want people to trust you, say, and you see, the note of caution being sounded, all of us now yes sound note of caution to Electoral Commission. Me baby or sheno, mean to me Nkobane say, Yabako to Abani Antony Fenchim, the right of the people have been subverted. Now oye nesi, I can't see my mother again, I can't go. I may yet permanent to her Tuesday be and to me Mahabi. Now mean to me Mahabi better that bene. Na mtifie anama emishe Europe. You understand? Yen nyina ya prepare yesi bibisi se kinkren. Enya MPP ni nkwa na ho ba kire no. Ena enya ndisi ni nkwa na ho ba kire no. Nti yankoto abane fenchem. Why are you refusing the audit the audit of the Afghanistan? And interestingly and unfortunately, the NPP General Secretary has come out to say they will not accept auditing today nor tomorrow forensic audit. Meanwhile, you don't make up the election.
Have these parties, NPP, NDC, ever agreed on something when it comes to electoral process?
When Afarijan was there,
did they ever agree on anything?
When Afarijan was there, when I didn't call her, Afarijan, so-called the term, possibly all the term, did we have such chaotic situation with the Electoral Commission as we have today?
That's why I come from the Biano NDC 93 first elections year 2 92 96 2000
92
na MPP for no
after starting 96
you thank you na MPP for no bonichi so afarijan e wo mu say Rollins address no buy na so almost NDC so buy no afarijan so afanu ni na abo afarijan ti so
you see criticism so we here there we baby said baby out you criticize one way or the other you may not set up criticisms are very critical. You criticizing. Fact is that you criticize where say we try say we model normal to suit afanuni. But when you take one stance, you said I will say the forensic audit one, you will not do it. And then the party we perceive.
Benefit of the doubt say no muka IPAC meeting no ebi anabi the fee more buy.
We hope so. But I'm saying, say, the party we perceive, say, who almost side, you know. Almost what Babe defended said they will not do the auditing today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Which means, say, they are with you, which shouldn't be the case. You are the referee.
And we are war assumptions.
Said
they are with the EC.
But if they are not, why would the General Secretary
party back say your forensic audit and about also about say main TSC my own forensic auditor and you know said your son TSC for forensic audit no only is in the
parties about 14 about 13 but say a forensic audit because of mistakes are here, right?
Okay.
It is up to the Electoral Commission to say I will do it or not.
All right.
The other party, the forensic audit benefits them as well. But for some reason, probably they know that it will not benefit them. Until then, let's go to the rescue of the EC.
All right.
You understand? Until the General Secretary comes to say it, and then their national organizer also comes to say same.
All right.
So why wouldn't we perceive that you are with them?
Me that's yao to yao.
Minia.
Yes, of
course. Say me so me tie. Minia said that is the reality. Me so me yam sheme. Me da men kasa me fe. Because philosophically it's wrong. What is real to you may not necessarily be real to Anamebwana.
But if
you study critical thinking, and never make it that absolute comment. The reality, especially said the okay there are a whole lot of loopholes opposition and the only obey me them. Mamma instance, by my kind. There's nothing like a Japadi book. Many can say, many 3 versions. Into one minute, baby, or more today. Again, the worker you say, and the book could be able to any attitude near the adeno. I'm also into writing, I'm also into research, and I have one of the biggest private libraries into the all kind of in here. And one I say, at 2008, Yantia and this fortunate cat I buy, say, Kofuaton or Boissy good. The Prudential Bank near the ade. Send you no one nanny see ye, and no been a mosaye. No one that's a woman when you say book be. There is nothing like that.
President to it. It's just an attempt to malign.
One more and the be version still many this for that Roman of the Bremi. 3 different
president the no so say when you
let me and I may add my cobe if you grab me met me in your president. So obviously oba my young trussel. O see the men send the west and so bon sam near the adina. But you started with on the premises say yama media for no embrem. Sabi and enemia won kaye. Da krokaye kafofo. Mami sen neno send ye be your any pabonini or ye dear ben ye broadcast here and I just sanity. If I were you are as now can build consistency and only as a one who make logical argument. Mami no nyahwe kra no so mpa media na wasi wo bia hwe. They toss no. Did you consider that? No. Yet you are lambasting. Anya hwe kra no se ukoheje mensa omo bayi omo accounts and omo sika sema comparatively no they saved a lot for Ghana. But enye no wase na mbeka ne. But on a more serious note, minia
omo save a lot no one.
Severally minia edaho na mre ni nti edaho de eduru on ma abejo mre nti no. Aha. Dia tia ni sasema ye ni adanse etwase ni bia adanse. Ye to mayimu 2012 for MPP court no. Ye the document ye the ekoi. Ana meboa.
Mo de den na.
Ye the evidence koi.
Okay.
Interview ase no 54. Ye nua no me de nsapan court 2020.
Uni abebo.
NDC for no nkrofo. Ye koya Rojo Metinunu, I respect him. What you say? So we shall doctor ya Olegonia. As some of the can say the men said 3 morning. Such a beautiful lady, you are denigrating. But I will not blame NDC. Yebubino, Yasu Sana Charlotte say Koye. Mean can't
for the balance.
Obama, Yasu Sana Koye.
Intelligent now, yes.
And your papa, Yaku anyone, what's the way forward? What you say? Into the men say what no pemu Kenya the unia bapa no. Sense Charlotte say unia bapa and can na makenu.
Say your taina or taino. Ne actions
na he made mention of criticisms.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, criticisms are. Obien honuma we progressive in life or be allergic to criticism, but it should be constructive. Psychologists will tell you say criticism no a destructive it appears nuisance and it pesters your life. And what Some trust is here no aba rawata de atugu without any reasonable cause. Criticism. Asema what can eno esa. E dey no atimi approve. Nothing.
And
can make me up
time more results 2020 or your mistake on website. So or try a I say mistakes in the yard also.
The ono waka enemy ni Thompson be kenyina no. And can make me a rebati bibia but the point
Washington Thompson timu dada.
Me na sema ni adanse si etwa se no bia adanse.
Correct.
What you say? Akraji fo mi ni betre o mo be me te form one man na me hwem ni e nchiche e kwa wo kan we kan. O mi kan o me picture ni na wo say.
Okay, me say na me te rent min kan e.
O me te o.
Sana mo ya sana mo ba o.
Un say juma ya ye journalism no. And then na ye bibi o.
There be adwuma wunni. Wako politics me titinam why?
What say?
Unni adwuma yi mu.
Say me sua no more.
Who that's a politics.
Enti me di mu nkrofo ni so so mo ya say the ethical in ni ho. Okay na say so am wo organization and foundation the Association for Ethical Speakers and Media Practitioners.
I see.
Is there? Yeah, me dey come GJ so that we start operating. It means me that wherever I am and where I'll be going, journalism and the media and they push me. But by me the American say. The American say, "En can some way make me actually be mu. Never ahwenia betim penny empenim ene bi nyira. Obi anhwe TV ne yenhwe. Say je mensa na yi but me nia eya yento yebo wachinanti. Yewra mama Mama kan me nu pe.
Me nu no the kind ba.
Oh, that be a yes state na me kan me nu pe dia ka ma dia. Allow EC to work. Mama test let my vote count. GhanaWeb.com 8th October 2010.
Thank you.
And work Mr. Bakupeni che. Stop harassing the EC. Graphic.com 7th April 2016. Yera mama na de kai.
Thank you.
And finally was say
yeah. Eja Tom say yeah.
From kata mama.
Ah, yes no. Eja Tom say. Ora e unko.
Fanboy, man sem nya nukro.
Wura no.
Oye minia.
O patronizing them.
Let me say and some of the one Bruce Bio.
Yes,
I mean a correction back up.
You mati.
A document we offer say when you have 3 versions. There were part 1, part 2, and part 3.
It be am 3 versions.
Offer over.
Oh, who can tell me
it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible.
And that's actually a book na.
No.
We have indicated
in book way. The first version came out before the 2016 elections.
Yes.
The first version came out in 2016.
The first version.
The first version.
2012.
Oh no.
There
Part
be
1.
Men in friend until you speak to your camera. You are addressing the issues you raised, but you speak to your
Part
camera.
Part 2. Before the 2020 elections. We
to review the progress of
what they have done.
No, that's how to bet my PhD.
In fact, I see a year big good university shelves.
So you see,
fake
document.
I mean, the attempt to hoodwink or try to rubbish this book for me. Obine ekotena baby etwere book we e de share e na wo ya ba implement ade a nipa na twere book no pepe pa men kan de twere
wa kranso no pe wo say ade nya na say we be twere
so ECG say China for say o mo take stock PDS now anye yi no they said it in this thing said they must find other means no more finding
other means o ma ye dada
maybe version na mikuta we dey sorry maybe version nyina he box site dey my Ibrahim no say wom nyina he box site no
this is a very authentic book.
Nyina he box site no second mikuta me
I think it is important to say based on the level of discrepancies say nyina ye hunu e Electoral Commission no ne no mamu a ebi ono ankasa aba abonten abeji atom. I think say Nejuma ebe easy for everybody if the EC accept to do this forensic audit. In fact, make kind statement Electoral Commission a issue here after the NDC presented a petition to them after the demonstration, during the demonstration. Now, what kind of statement na ifa baby? Electoral Commission say most of the issues are the NDC raising on the register no, they have resolved most of them. Electoral Commission statement. Enti enra or enra chemi kind baby say o masa after IPAC meeting say NDC form for issues no samre wo no. I was surprised say is it not the same Electoral Commission who was claiming say they've resolved more than half of or almost most of the issues are the NDC are raising on the register.
Yeah, some more raise, almost a resolve, most da. This is a forensic audit. And to prove to you that you are raising, you are attending to concerns and I say, "Nya can was me 2-1 amon Fabra." Now the sign your double shot. Now once you are coming to him.
And no a serious indictment called Electoral Commission. No, it's a clear sign of incompetence. Inti Minyaba, Yama a responsibility say put down a credible register for elections.
Okay.
We are registered we mistakes you will. Electoral Commission, no. You have not been able to independently identify those mistakes. I just will be a lecturer will say mistakes for people.
Any exhibition, Bremu no mobile mistakes.
Deputy Minyaba, your mistakes, standard mistakes. Say what should be doing why a mistake one train year. So be date of birth. But Ukoyi Obi from polling station A transfer to polling station B, that cannot be a mistake. Who transfer Obi from constituency A to constituency B, and no mistake. And the San Romana, I will register national. So we say Electoral Commission, one mandate. You have all the resources. We can 2020, we 800 million Ghana cedis to procure a whole new system to do a new voters register. Now we say upon all this sika was saying no we are registered anyway well mistake was so when who say mistake was so abontin so ni le who say why a mistake problems or her we say problems na one who no fabre me na me resolve it now one man can register ni here what is the guarantee say yeah the man will be to me aye
was what the TV so am here
anything or say anything he say me a ya won na kedi o ko be ka say there be ene me person me hu no mu bi a crime offer so correct our mistakes no. That is what all this audit is about.
TV ni bi.
There be a fire mensa.
Your friend is saying I pack there. Or say after parties name for mistakes or no so make chere no. Enti easy na be chere kwan offer so resolve no. But I'm hoping say the IPAC no so no. Most of the mistakes no so resolve no. They will be able to tell us at the IPAC.
More demonstration.
How the issues
how mensa show camera mu na sa my own.
How they were able to address those your friend is saying discrepancies. Ebio
demonstration without resolution.
Most of the issues now, your friend is saying, the political parties are raising. There are two issues. One, a register. No? Okay. The second one, your electoral system. There are clear evidence that suggests to say the Electoral Commission's IT system has been compromised. My evidence back up. Okay. Before somebody can do a transfer, can do illegal voter transfer, a number of them is, Asake or more, some of its officials, district officials for illegal voter transfer. Before somebody can go onto a system and do voter transfer, the person must be able to enter, have access, unauthorized access into the EC system. And nothing I hear for a forensic audit, because so a forensic auditor, EC system, no. Every computer system have what we call a digital footprint. Enti young fan say of adoma kon the core system ni mo a owura system ni mo an obeja digital footprint was system nim ye auditor ye be hunu say e bia kwasi ada anopa e bo anapa 10 ye wura adoma kon e ba system nim location
no to me so
the computer no example na me
na your partner
fa nat na to kasa
nat
they go use at ayasani
ecosystem system nim at this particular time if you are 85 ofirimu 810 o system no so no or transfer so me see din from police station A to police station B the IP address or use any location or tena yes transfer no nyina we call it digital footprint. So ye auditor ye be hu sa digital footprint nyina wo system ne so.
Okay.
Eno na electoral commission fo ni suro enu to mo person be ye audit no ama ye hu say o mama nkofo bi kwan anase nkofo bi kwan enya access to the system because say nkofo no enya kwan onto your IT system na say nya na ma o kwan e kwan e so kire kwan o mo fa so enya access to the system.
Say hake ya obehu
enti no I think say electoral commission we are just 2 months away to elections. So many are brace on person conducting the next elections there. I think say this is the best time they must yield to these demands. Okay. Because without an auditing of the electoral register and the IT system, me sure electoral commission want to conduct the elections. Me sure elections.
The executive director Emma Sepao representing NDC. Ofaya Wasani Tana, political analyst, and Yaduma Kubefie, national communications director Dada Emma.
Yes, deputy communications director of campaigning.
Prince, get your records ni enti ye that's Bachababi na azelvo gase ewo atade fefefe pama mi azel be pambia ma onya de wo de call office nko a de wo de ye wo traditional marriage no o casual wear no o evening wear no wo de fa wo ba watade shim ni wa ho sisi no azelvo ewo ho ma emema ni so nice cute kaftan so sha no wachinemu no ayekiko onso azelvo ewo ho ma ya to the rare by azelvo wo de no yesa wo pese wo training ho na nso nyansa no adwuma na wo adwuma ni mu dada na wo hia se obe upgrade your skills no onso azel se brai no ma entity said de be ya also betumi a good fashion designer and a fashion illustrator Frazel 0244 155 266 na Nails and Beauty the hair mama and so ama enua efe na eye shefata kama pa te said ye shemi afibeba na de show enti cospenters kotobabi udu eco bank na chi wo pa obonsa bronsan fefe ya painting orange show no nails ye be ye nails fefe oba down Z Cosmetics enti supplements in our original ones from US ubenya bi ewo the next abronsan no ukumani kente Z and also kente design sefe pa na fe third one no ubonse hair mama enua juso enti na mse obai se uko Z Nails and Beauty a ye whole beauty suit a obebo eremo from 055 3837 201 now sort out uni okay nti o skin announce say o nails bibia ebe koso kama mama ya kramani nyame adomu a ochina ade chenshoma ebe siaba mama bye